The lean production. Lean production is a methodology of increasing the speed of a process within a business by cutting out waste. Waste is any part of business which doesn't add any value. Where did lean came from? Lean thinking originated at Toyota from its production system. The original ideas were formulated by Sakichi Toyoda in the 1920s and 1930s, but only made the leap of full implementation in the 1950s. 8 ways of lean. First, defects. Waiting, transportation, motion, overproduction, non-utilized talent, inventory, and extra processing.
First, defects are information products or service that are inaccurate, incomplete, or missing. Examples: error that occur over and over, poor quality control at the production level, poor machine repair, not understanding your customer needs. Ang defects ay tumutukoy sa mga produkto o serbisyo na hindi umabot sa mga katanggap-tanggap na pamantayan ng partidong nangangailangan ng mga ito. Ang mga produkto ay nagdudulot ng pag-aaksaya dahil nangangailangan sila ng mga karagdagang mapagkukunan na higit pa sa produksyon upang ayusin at palitan ng mga ito. The second is waiting. Waiting is the most prevalent of all 8 ways. It refers to process delays while waiting on people, equipment, materials, or information. Examples: first, being unable to complete a step until receiving a file, long or delay setup times, lack of process control. Ang waiting ways ay inventaryo na walang ginagawa. Ito ay sa pagitan ng mga istasyon ng pagmamanufacture o end product na naghihintay sa mga istasyon o sa warehouse na naghihintay ng demand. Ang waiting ways ay nagbubuklod ng malaking kapital sa maraming negosyo at ang halaga ng kapital ay nagpapalaki ng mga gastos sa buong organisasyon. The third is transportation, also known as touch, is an unnecessary movement of materials, equipment, or information. Example: first, moving inventory between storage areas, long material handling system, multiple storage facilities, poor layout, large distance between operation. Ang transportation ay ang paggalaw ng mga tao, kasangkapan, inventaryo, kagamitan o produkto ng higit sa kinakailangan. The fourth is motion. Motion is any movement of people that does not add value to product or service. Examples: poor workstation layout, poor production planning, poor process design, share equipment and machines. Motion is the increased motion of machinery or a person due to an efficient manufacturing process. Waste motion increases the amount of wear and tear on both worker and machinery, therefore decreasing its lifespan or ability to work on a manufacturing site. Overproduction. Overproduction is making more units easier or faster than the next step is a process or customer requires. Example: overstaffed warehouse and products and facilities. Production of companies before the next stage in the process is ready to receive them. Printing and filling of unnecessary documents. Overproduction waste can happen when parts, assemblies or products are produced which are not needed, but also when items are produced before they are needed.
Ways non-utilized talent. Non-utilized talent refers to not making the best use of people, experience, knowledge, skills, creativity, or capability. Non-utilized talent daw ito yung mga taong na may kakulangan sa experience, kaalaman, kakayanan, paggawa, or sa capability nila. Example nito yung failure to involve people in workplace design and development, requiring those with special skill to perform or skill. Hindi required ng special skill pero nagpe-perform sila sa unskill activity. Sa lack of inappropriate policies, kakulangan sila sa mga policies, sa lack of training of employees, kakulangan sa training. Next is inventory. Refers to storing more supplies or having a higher quantity of materials on hand than needed. Ito inventory daw ito yung pinaglalagyan ng mga supply or mga higher quantity ng mga materials na kailangan. Example nito yung valuable floor or storage space filled with unused item. Overproduction of goods, unused or broken machine, overproduction of parts assemblies or end product. Next is extra processing. Is any effort that doesn't add value to the product or service from the customer perspective. Sa extra processing, ito naman daw yung mga any effort doesn't na nag-value ng value sa produkto or service para sa customer. Example nito is yung redundant step in a process, requiring multiple reports for the same process, requiring too many approval for work in progress. And last is excess paper or data entry. Next tayo is the lean tools. Sa lean tools may apat. Ito yung the 5S, the GIT production, full system, saka Kanban. Ano nga ba yung 5S? Ito yung short, set in order, shine, standardize, saka sustain.
The lean toolbox. So what is 5S? 5S is known to be an antidote to waste. Una po sa 5S po natin is sort or SIRI. Remove unnecessary items from each area, keep only what is needed. So dito po sa may una is tanggalin daw po natin yung mga hindi kapakinabang na bagay sa area po na yan at itira po natin yung mga kailangan lang. Sunod po is set in order or Satan, a place for everything in its place. So gumawa po tayo ng lalagyan po ng para sa lahat po ng mga mahalagang bagay po. Halimbawa na lang po sa mga papeles po, gumawa po tayo ng organizer para po hindi po mahirap hanapin kapag kailangan na po natin. Dito po, pakatlo po is shine or say so. Cleaning and inspecting the workplace tools and machinery on a regular basis to expose problems. So dito po sa may pangatlo po natin is panatilihin daw po natin linisin at inspectionin yung workplace po natin, yung pinagtatrabahuan po natin. Saka po yung gagamitin po natin tools and machine para po makita po natin agad kung ano ba yung problema. Standardize or Seiketsu. Develop a standard procedure and protocols for the first 3 roles. Yung panglima po natin is sustain or Sitsuke. Create a system which will monitor and ensure that the standardized procedure is consistently being performed. Now, another lean toolbox po is GIT production or just-in-time production. Minimize the time, labor, and materials in the manufacturing process. This system ensures that goods are being produced only as they are needed. So, in just-in-time production po is minimize po nila yung time, labor, and materials po. Nagpo-produce lang po sila ng mga product na kailangan po nila or yung sakto lang po sa may kailangan po nila. JIT production uses the principle of pull system. So, pag-aaralan po natin sa sunod yung pull system. The benefits within JIT system are low working capital since inventory levels are quite low. So, ito po is low working capital daw po. Ibig sabihin is baba lang po yung bayad sa mga labor po. Dahil po yung inventory levels are quite low. Reduction for needed space and materials for handling goods since there are no piling up of too many stocks in the process. So the main pitfall with the just-in-time system is that an interruption to the system can quickly shut down the process since there is no buffer built into the system. Next po natin na lean toolbox is pull system. So ito na po yung pull system po. Pull system is operated for controlling the flow of resources through a process. The goal of such system is to replace only what has been consumed at the optimal time. It is called the pull system because resources are pulled into the pipeline only as they are needed or requested. So dito po sa pull system is re-replace lang po nila kung ano po yung na-consume nilang product or yun lang po yung pinoproduce nilang product kung ano lang po yung nawala po sa kanila, yung nabenta po nila or yung request po nila, yun lang po yung pinoproduce po na dito sa may pull system po. This system requires constant and precise monitoring of demands which is done using Kanban. So, next po naman natin is Kanban po. Pag-aaralan din po natin yan. Kanban signals or visual controls are used to trigger material and information movement or production execution through the pull system. The goal of this system is to support continuous flow, make one, move one. The Kanban pull system is a way of synchronizing the materials and information flow of disconnected process to enable just-in-time production. So, dito po makikita po natin sa lean toolbox na to yung push versus pull system po. Dito po, sabi po sa may push system po is make all we can just in case. Sabi naman po dito sa may pull system is make what's need when we need it. So, yung pinagkaiba po nila, production, yung sa may pull system po is production approximation, anticipated usage, large slots, high inventories, waste, management by firefighting, poor communication. So, yun po yung mga, kumbaga, mga parang disadvantage. Yung po yung nakakuha po sa may push system po. Dito naman po sa pull system is production precision, actual consumption, small lots, low inventories, waste reduction, management by site, better communication. So makikita po natin dito sa may push versus pull is mas okay po yung pull system kaysa po sa may push system. Another lean toolbox po is Kanban. Kanban is the Japanese word of sign which is an inventory control system used in just-in-time (JIT) manufacturing to track production and order new shipments of parts and materials. It was developed by Taichi Ohno, an industrial at Toyota. The Kanban system can be true of as a signal and response system. An item is running low at an operational station. There will be a visual cue specifying how much to order from the supply. The person using the parts makes the order for the quantity indicated by the Kanban and the supplier provides the exact amount request. So, yan po yung Kanban.
So, start naman tayo sa Six Sigma ngayon. Sigma is a statistical concept that represents how much variation there is in a process relative to customer specifications. Sigma value is based on defects per million opportunities, or DPMO. Six Sigma is equivalent to 3.4 DPMO. The variation in the process is so small that the resulting products and services are 99.99966% defect-free. So, yung sa Six Sigma na yan, equivalent niya sa 3.4 DPMO. Tapos, yung variation sa process is napakaliit, kaya yung chance na defect-free yung product is sobrang taas. Yun nga, 99.99966%. So, next naman dito, pinapakita lang dito, Six Sigma, yung normal distribution or Gaussian curve. Yung sigma is equal to deviation or square root of variance. Pinapakita lang dito na every human activity has a variability. Reducing variability is the key to understanding Six Sigma. Para daw maintindihan natin Six Sigma, kailangan ma-reduce yung variability sa mga activity ng mga tao. Next, Six Sigma is a data-driven methodology that provides tools and techniques to define and evaluate each step of a process. It is a method that focuses in improving the quality of the process in a business structure, thus increasing the bottom line profit. Yung Six Sigma daw is yung data-driven na method na nagpo-provide ng tools saka techniques na makapag-evaluate ng mga bawat step sa process. Ito yung ginagamit na method para mas ma-improve yung process or quality ng process in a business para ma-increase yung profit. Yan, pinapakita dun sa ilalim na DMAIC or Define, Measure, Analyze, Improve, Control. Natatalakayin natin sa susunod na slide. Next, Six Sigma. Started at Motorola Corporation in the mid-1980s when the company discovered that the products with a high first pass yield, in example, those that made it through the production process defect-free, rarely failed in actual use, resulting in higher customer satisfaction. Nagsimula daw yung Six Sigma sa Motorola noong mid-1980s. Nung na-discover ng company na yung products na may high first pass yield ay rarely na nagfe-fail or may defect sa actual use ng mga customers. It was popularized by former General Electric or GE CEO Jack Welch commitment to achieving Six Sigma capability. Realized $12 billion savings over 5 years. Six Sigma is a quality program that improves our customers' experience, lowers our costs, and builds better leaders. Although na nagsimula sa Motorola Corporation yung Six Sigma, mas nag-popularize yung paggamit ng Six Sigma dahil kay Jack Welch. So, yun. Dito na tayo sa Six Sigma methodologies. Sabi ko nga kanina, DMAIC. Tatalakayin natin ngayon. DMAIC, or Define, Measure, Improve, Analyze, Improve, Control. This method is used to improve the current capabilities of an existing process. This is by far the most commonly used methodology of Sigma improvement teams. Yung method daw na yun is used to improve the current capability ng nag-i-exist na process. So, sa kasalukuyan daw, yun yung pinakamabisang methodology na ginagamit ng mga Sigma teams. Next naman is DMADV or Design, Measure, Analyze, Define, Measure, Analyze, Design, and Verify. This method is used when you need to create or completely redesign a process, product, or service to meet customer requirements. DAD teams are usually staffed by senior managers and Six Sigma experts. Yung method naman daw na yun, yung ginagamit yung method na to pag completely mo na i-redesign yung isang business structure or business process or kaya yung business product. Tapos yung sa teams na gumagawa ng DMADV ay mostly mga senior managers saka Six Sigma experts. Yun lang. Thank you.
The Six Sigma methodologies: define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. What is define? Define is identify problems within the system process. Measure: collect data from the process where problem occurs to verify its current performance. Analyze: scrutinize the business process to reveal the root cause of the problems and variations. Improve: develop gap closure actions, test and implement changes based on root causes being analyzed. Control: full implementations of improvements to sustain the gains. The Six Sigma example: cleaning the garage. Imagine you want to clean up your garage so you can fit a new motorcycle inside. You could use lean methods to accomplish this goal. First is define. Identify the scope of the cleaning project. Cleaning the garage, not whole house. Ito yung identify mo kung ano ba yung kailangan mong linisin. Kaya hindi mo kailangan linisin yung buong bahay, yung garage lang. Measure: base of the square footage of the overall garage and of the open floor space. Set a goal for required amount of open floor space. You may eyeball this, but it is a measurable area. Ito yung magsiset ka ng required na measure ng floor kung ano yung kailangan mong linisin para hindi ka na mahirapan. Analyze: understand the types and amounts of materials currently in place and the available storage location. Alamin mo yung mga kung anong types and kung gaano kadami yung mga materials na nakalagay na doon, and yung mga available na pwesto para maiayos mo sila lahat doon. Improve: use lean tools. Example, 5S spaghetti diagrams to execute cleaning and organizing, including removing unessential materials. Install improved vertical storage facilities to minimize floor space use. Control: label storage spots, put after photos in place as ongoing targets. Conduct weekly audits to ensure stuff doesn't accumulate. The Six Sigma Toolbox: analysis of variance, box plots, brainstorming, cause-effect diagrams, correlation and regression, design of experiments, graphs and charts, histograms, hypothesis, testing, Pareto analysis, process capability studies, process control plans, process flow diagrams, quality functions deployment, response surface methods, scatter diagrams, standard operating procedures, and statistical process control. The birth of Lean Six Sigma. Lean focuses on eliminating waste, thus improving speed and efficiency. Six Sigma focuses on process improvement by eliminating defects, thus improving quality. Combining the two, which is called Lean Six Sigma, it solves all issues within a system, thus ensuring profits for business. The benefits of Lean Six Sigma: increase in profits, standardized and simplified process, reduce errors, employee development, and value to customers.